No, nothing Christmas was really screaming Christmas to me from this book. I just got a love story by two people in the medical field, because they both work in a hospital. Like, where was the Christmas vibes? Hello, where are you? This looks very Christmassy, but don't be fooled. So this is just a cute little cozy love story, and if you want to be about it, be about it. If not, don't read it. To be honest, I'm not pushing you, because for me a 3-star is mediocre. It's like, if you want to do it, go for it. Could you pass on it? Absolutely. I wish it was a better rating, guys. I really do, because this was so cute. The little illustrations inside the book was super adorable. But other than that, like I said, I give it a 3 stars. Catalina is like, I don't know. She's something else. She's like you have to like acquire a taste for her character, I feel like. But it is what it is. 3 stars for this romantic, little weird love triangle story. But in the next breath, where is the Christmassy December vibes? I don't know. Did it go over my head? Could be, but I didn't feel it. So that's that. Okay, guys, our next book is How My Neighbor Stole Christmas by Megan Quinn. doesn't happen until like you're 80% into the book, which is ridiculous, but whatever. I hate slow burns. That's just me though, I hate it. I like insta-lovey books, I don't care. Like, just get to the nitty-gritty already, like no one's got time to play games, you know? So anywho, so basically, I lost my train of thought. Oh, she makes Cole, Megan, our author, makes Cole talk about Stormy's vagina, and he calls it the C word. I'm just gonna leave it at that. And it's like, that, sir, you say the C word when you're pissed, not when you're doing the dirty, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's a time and a place to use the C word, and that wasn't it. That wasn't it. At least for me, that wasn't it. And, I don't know where I get my accents from, just roll with me, guys. But, anyhow, I was taken back. I was a little shooketh, I'm not gonna lie. I was like, what the is going on right now? Sir Cole, like you were just, like, singing Christmas carols, and now you're calling her a JJ, the C word. And you're trying to be sexy. Like, that's not sexy, Cole. I don't know who told him it was. He needs to check himself. But anyway, it's okay, because Story was eating that shit up. She's like, call it whatever you want. She was loving it. Our female character, Story, was loving it. So I'm gonna let her live. But yeah. Anyway, their romance was like very much, very shallow and just based off of looks and things of that sort. But it's fine. That's just the type of romance it was, and that's okay. In the end, there's some twists and turns, and I thought it was sweet. There was a couple of moments I was like, oh. So it was definitely cute. It wasn't like, oh my god, run and go read it, because yet again, it's in the 3 to 3.5 star range, but I'll give it 3.5. But like, still doesn't warrant me telling you guys go read it. Like, 4 and above is me telling you go read it. So you could give this a pass if you want, but so far, either between this or this, I would definitely go with this. So I'm very excited. At least I got to review 2 of the Christmas wintery books that I recently purchased. Okay, now we're gonna move on to the next book that I have here, which is Dishonestly Yours. By Krista and Becca Ritchie, and I'm cracking up because I just correlated the strawberry and the spider to the book just now. The whole time I'm reading the damn book, I'm holding the damn book, I'm reading the chapters, I'm marking where I left off, and I just noticed now for the review. Okay, but anyway, super cute now that I know the significance. We have 2 con artists. Rocky and Phoebe. So let me give you the little spiel about this book. First off, I rated this a 3-star read. It was cute. It was definitely different. The romance was alright. The storyline topic was something new for me. It did keep me engaged, but I don't know. There was some places where it just fell off, if that makes sense. It did take me some time to get through it, as I was interested, but I wasn't obsessed, if that makes sense. So anyway, just to give you a little summary, we have a Rocky and a Phoebe, and they are very close because their families are con artists who then taught them to be con artists. Phoebe and her obsessed with hunting Adeline. Where's Molly? And there's also the one on the bottom, Satan's Affair, which is the first one that I never read. So I sort of went in order until Satan's Affair. I still need to read that because I'm just obsessed with the series. So I need to get to that book. I highly recommend. I mean, it's very graphic, but if you like dark romance and you have a strong stomach and you could handle it, get into the series. Crazy. Alright, sorry. Very intriguing and super interesting, but you have to have the personality to be able to get through these books and actually enjoy them because it is dark. But okay, so back to this. Yeah, take it with a grain of salt what I'm telling you. Make your own opinion. Check it out if you're interested. If you like the whole structure revolving around con artists and things like that, then give it a shot. It's definitely okay, guys. The next book we have is booktok. By the way, sorry if you hear that noise in the background. I believe that's the water or the heat. I don't know. Hooked by Emily McIntyre. Guys, I've been wanting to read this book for so freaking long, and I know you're gonna be like, Kay, you say that for every book, but really though, like, I saw so many people talking about this damn book and this series, and I was so intrigued. So I am so happy that I got to read it finally, and I thought it was really good. I gave this a 4 stars. We have, hold on, because I almost forgot their names, James and Wendy. There we go. James is also known as Hook. So James has like one thing, on his mind. He needs to kill this guy. He's a murderer. Anyway, he needs to kill this guy, and what better way to kill this guy or to get to this guy than to go through his daughter, aka Wendy. So Wendy's shaking her ass. She's out living her best life, and James just slides right on in there, and crazy things happen. I love them. I loved Wendy. I loved James, aka Hook. Like, I just love them. He's a crazy mofo. Okay, he's crazy. I loved deranged MCs, guys. Like, I love it. Anyway, so he's crazy. Something must be wrong with me. He's crazy. But Wendy loves that shit, and I don't blame her. She's eating it up, okay? Because he's so good to her. But cray. And she's trying to figure out too, like, what the hell's up with this guy? Like, what's his dealio, And Wendy's like a little naive. Like, she's not really figuring out that her papa, her daddy, her poppy, her baba, trying to think of all the languages to say dad, like, she's not picking up that her dad is not, he's not the bestest of men either. So things start happening in here. I don't want to give away too much as usual, but I definitely give it a 4-star read. 6, 7, 8 sittings. Because like I said, this month to get through a book took me forever. I am like even shocked I was able to do 5, guys. Literally shocked. But that's because I did read a few before shit hit the fan, so this book is thicker than me. This book is thick, guys, okay? She is freaking thick. And she took me quite some long ass time to read her ass. And you know what the worst part of it was? That I was so intrigued and I wanted to finish this freaking book. And I felt like it was never ending, but I didn't care. 561 motherfucking pages long. This was long, okay? This was a thesis on life. No, this book. Okay, hold on. We're gonna 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 16 sittings to read this book. Honestly, I'm surprised it wasn't more. But 16 sittings. If I smack you in the head with this book, it would be a wrap. That's all I gotta say. That's how thick this book is. I've read thicker, but it was pucking around, and that book was so freaking good, and it was full of smut. I mean, this is full of smut too. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. But pucking around was like smut from beginning to end. But anyway, so we have Prince Envy. I loved him. And Camilla, and I love that bitch too. She was so good. She was so good. What a good female character. Like, okay, first of all, let me take it back a couple of notches. First of all, this is a 4-star read. Okay? And if you haven't read it, get on it. Because this was so good. If you love paranormal, mystical creatures, vampires, demons, underworld, things of that category, this is for you. This is totally for you. Let's talk a little bit. So Prince Envy, he was fucking around, okay? He was fucking around and he found out. He made a deal with the demon and he lost his deal. And ever since he lost his deal, shit has been going sideways for Mr. Envy, okay? aka Prince Envy. And he needs help. And the reason why he needs help is because this demon is like making him like play a game of some sort. I almost forgot, like, this was the first book I read for this month, so bear with me. And it was long as fuck, but he basically put him on, like, you know, like he's got to do all these chores, he's got to do all these things, and he needs help. So he seeks out the help from Camilla because Camilla's an artist and he needs Camilla to paint a picture for him. But this picture is not just your portrait that you're going to hang up in your living room. This is a picture that he needs to, you know, pass these little trials and tribulations that he's going through. And it's a magical picture. Like, it's not Mozart picture. This is magic picture. Like, he needs this done ASAP. But Camilla's like, hold up, honey boo boo. Like, who says, like, I'm gonna do this for you? And Camilla's smart. She is smart. She knows that he needs this for some mystical nonsense. But Camilla is my girl because she holds it down. She holds it down in this book. And she knows she has Mr. Prince Envy wrapped around her finger. However, she does need him as well for something, and I don't want to give it away, so she agrees to work with Mr. Prince Envy together to go down into the underworld and to engage in this game in order to help him. Am I soft speaking? I think I am. Sometimes when I do reviews, I feel like I get so excited to tell you guys what something's about or whatever, and I don't whisper and I end up soft speaking, and I'm so sorry. So anyway, she decides to go with Mr. Envy into the underworld where they experience the 7 deadly sins. But the 7 deadly sins are people, other demons and things of that sort, and princes and whatnot. I'm not going to get into all that because it's a lot, but they have to go through the underworld and try not to fall in love because they just need each other's help. But is she paranormal as well? Like, we don't know, right? So we learn a lot of things in this story. It was definitely interesting, super intriguing. There is a whole world building aspect to it. Look how gorgeous this is. Oh my gosh, I can't. There's our author. The World. I'm researched that this was her first like adult novel. Like she's trying to get out of the YA to go into an adult, and I think she did a phenomenal job. Like I said, this is spicy, so if you're not into spicy books, you're not gonna like it. It's spicy, but there is plot, there is story, there is substance. It's not just all spite. I liked it. I totally liked it. 4 stars for sure, maybe even a 4.5, but let me just keep it at a 4. But I would recommend, if this sounds like it's something up your alley, to definitely give it a shot. You just have to be very patient because it is a big book. You are not going to get through this as quick unless you have a lot